mungkin ingin melihat cara mudah di mana kedudukan ekonomi kita, sama ada di peringkat kemersitan, flatten dan sebagainya. Jabatan Perangkaan telah menyediakan satu paparan dalam portal jabatan, iaitu Malaysia Business Cycle Clock. Jadi boleh tengok di situ, dan kita dapati berdasarkan komponen-komponen dan juga perkara yang saya nyatakan tadi, sebenarnya kedudukan ekonomi negara kita ni telah berada di dalam kuadron expansionary, itu tu dalam fasa pemulihan ataupun pengembangan. Jadi dengan keadaan ini kita menyangkakan kalau kita berjaya menangani pandemik, ancaman pandemik ini, saya rasa momentum ini ada momentum yang boleh kita lihat menjadi satu asas kepada corak pertumbuhan masa depan negara kita. Jadi itu sedikit yang Mohamed Datuk Seri elaborasi yang saya ingin sampaikan kepada saudara dan saudari tentang kedudukan Indeks Pelopor, Serentak dan Susulan pada bulan Mac 2021 yang diumumkan ataupun dikeluarkan oleh Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia pada hari ini. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. mengurangkan kadar COVID positif, dan kalau kadar vaksinasi ini dapat kita percepatkan, maka kita yakin kita akan dapat mencapai kadar pertumbuhan seperti mana yang telah kita jangkakan sebelum ini. Daripada Jason, Nikkei, latest available data, we haven't got much data yet at this point of time on second quarter. Our export numbers, our trade numbers are coming out in about a week's time, 7-8 days. And in March, as you know, the external sector did very well. And April, at this point of time, we expect this trend to remain good. So that's on the external front. The services sector has been, of course, that's the biggest sector in the Malaysian economy, has been, badly impacted, in particular tourism. Manufacturing, we are confident that we continue on this growth trajectory. The other thing that we should be aware is that in the second quarter of 2020, there was the steepest drop in quarterly GDP of 17.1%. So that's a base effect, which means to say that based on this fact, the growth in the second quarter, should be, of course, a lot better than what it was in the second quarter of last year. So that's the current situation. But as I said, it's so dynamic. It's not easy to make an accurate prediction. At this point of time, we've got some numbers. External sector continues to be strong. As I say, in a week's time, we're getting our trade numbers, and we think manufacturing will continue to will remain quite robust in the next few months. Okay. And this question from Najib, I get DG of DOSM to respond.
Thank you, Najib. As I mentioned in my presentation just now, in the leading indicator, there are 7 components. So if we look among the components, is the performance of the new approval for the construction, the new company registration, and imported of the selected construction and also electronic product and so forth. So if we look at the way how we handle the challenges on the COVID-19, I can say that we have a lot of lessons learned based on the MCO 1.0, where this time around our MCO 3.0 give the space for the economic activity to continue. So if we go deep dive on the indicator, we believe that we should able to manage on the certain sectors, as I mentioned during my presentation. In March this year alone, they are recorded about 4,000 new company registration in the SSM. It shows that some of the confident or some the optimistic to the economy is there. So that's where I can say that with the MCO 3.0 very much different from MCO 1.0, where the economy allow to continue to operate with a very straight SOP. We anticipate that this we continue to continue to stimulate the momentum, not abruptly to stop the momentum. So on my from the technical point of view, we believe that the potential to economy to make the journey of recovery is there. Is my take on your question. Thank you.
Just to add to that, of course, this is leading indicators for March. April numbers will be coming out in about a month's time. This is 25th May. The May numbers will, of course, come 2 months later from now. Our indications for April show that the economic growth momentum is on a trajectory that's for April. Under the 7 parameters, as you know, M1, imports, semicon, the Bursa index, among others. So there's 7 indicators altogether, and all those 7 indicators, we believe, will continue to perform quite well in April. I mean, we're talking about April numbers next month. So for April, we do not see any major issues. For May, of course, numbers will be coming out in about 2 months from now. There will be some impact. And in this connection, we've asked the Stats Department together with SME Corp to do a quick study in the next week or so to have some indication of the impact of the current MCO 3.0 on small, medium enterprise in particular. This instruction has gone out. We hope this study can be conducted in about 10 days' time. And a week after that, we expect to get results that will give some indication of the impact of the current 3.0 situation on the state of the Malaysian economy, in particular, its impact on small and medium enterprises. Thank you.
So I can add on Datuk Seri, maybe on the embracing the digitalized, Datuk Seri. I think so it will have very much different from the 1.0. I foresee that the effort by the government on pursue on the digitalization, including for the SME, I think we may make this MCO very much different from the MCO 1.0. That's it.
There are 2 dimensions. One is there's been a big ramp up in digitalization. Many micro and small enterprises have come on board in terms of digitalizing their operations and going on online commerce, which is a welcome development. The other is if you have a prolonged lockdown, we believe some of the micro and small enterprises will be having lots of problems. As you know, in the beginning of the MCO period, some studies have been conducted, and indications at that point of time were that this amount of savings in the hands of micro and small enterprises was very small. And you can imagine its impact. In the event there's a total lockdown, they'll be facing even more serious challenges. So that's why when I met them on Sunday, small, medium enterprises, including restaurant operators and petty traders, of course, they support the government's decision to have MCO 3.0 in light of the very difficult situation they're in, including the small reserves that they have. Last year, the savings have been depleted, and you can imagine how challenging the situation would be in the event the government went back to MCO 1.0. Okay, habis. That's it.